parts. Let's go. This is mix, oh boy, 4, right? Mix 4 of 2022. Well, actually, yes. This was the first mix that started showing up at Target, and this is, you know, the other mixes were pretty decent, but there wasn't much, like, good cars in there. Like, you know, mix 1, all I wanted was Land Rover and the ambulance. The other ones were kind of okay. They weren't the best releases. There's other releases of those models I prefer. Same thing with mix 2. I got 2 models from there. Mix 3, I got the 4 of them. Which mix 3 was actually pretty good. But mix 4 is really started to heat up. And we had 2 returning castings that were, and the Crown Vic was in this mix too, right? And the Plymouth, or not the Plymouth, the Pontiac. I like those ones. I didn't need them though. The Pontiac threw me off because the wheels were a different size, and I was like, I don't like it. And the Crown Vic, I just didn't care for the livery, which now I wish I kind of got it because it matches the Nissan NV. But this and the Brat were also returning castings to the mix. And there was also 3 new castings, which, just like mix 3 that had 3 new castings, yeah, definitely heating up. This is the part where mix 3 is heating up, not at its peak yet. I think, what was it, mix 7? Mix 7 was the best mix this year, and we'll get to that later, a different video. But we're just at mix 5 today. And we'll start with the Land Rover, Land Rover Vogue SE 2018. Now, I have the orange version of this from a couple years ago, but I never opened it. It's still carded. I was going to do it for the 12 Days of Christmas, but I just didn't. But I think this gray version with the black rims is probably my favorite. The casting's kind of funny looking, you know, it's really skinny. Like, it does not have that presence that a Vogue would have. And also, yeah, it's very oddly proportioned. This was one of their first moving parts castings, so I really can't, like, first year of moving parts, so can't say too much about it. You get Range Rover on the hood. Headlights look really good, and so does that grille. Really good details on this one. Grille pieces, trim pieces, all nicely detailed. You get black rims. You got your silver trim on the side here, which is very characteristic of this vehicle. Yeah, the mirror looks really funny, especially since they just ended the trim right there. Like, that looks bad. But at least, you know, looking away from that, the trim looks good on the rest of it. It's just really flat. Like, I don't know why there's no definition here. Like, not even in the door either. Like, it's barely there. That's the problem with this casting. Silver trim continues. You get half the taillight. Nothing on the actual taillight. You get Range Rover on the tailgate. And I do like the fact that half the tailgate opens and the other half is just stationary here. Because wouldn't that flip down like a truck tailgate? Of course, this uses the clear piece. Like I said, this is one of the original castings. So it does have the clear piece, but of course, now we know with the new models, at least, like the Mazda MX-30, they will have, or try to have, metal opening parts. I like the Corvette too. The Corvette had a metal. And I think that's because they raised the price like 50 cents or so. Metal Flake Gray, good release, weird casting, we'll say that. Next up is the other returning model to the set, or returning casting, the Subaru Brat. Love this one, very retro livery. I mean, if you think the other versions are retro, actually, I actually have them both right here. That's very not normal of me to have them just laying around, but they are here because I really like them, so they kind of just hang around up here. And plus, I have not added Subaru to the collection yet. I haven't gotten there in the cases. We have the 2 prior releases, which they kind of like flip-flop colors, and we also have the custom from Diecast Car Guru right here. park them up there, but let's take a look at the new release. And yeah, this one really shows their actually no, because they didn't do the rear decals, and we got paint bubble. Really? Because there was like 50 of these in the store, and of course I got the paint bubble. That's fine, it's just a tailgate. What is up with me getting mini trucks with paint bubble? A little bit on the hood here too, what the heck? But headlight details look good. This is the first time that they've detailed the headlights. The one that Diecast Car Guru made me, of course, has detailed headlights. You get silver trim around the fenders, down the door. I almost forgot what the moving part was. I was about to open the door, but it does not open. This marker light. I love the red and let's call it yellow. It's orange trim. Brat isn't connected there, which feels weird, but also it would be weird if the red connected to the orange. It's also the first time they did one that with 2 colors instead of 1. I think it's still accurate though. Silver door handle trim, which my God, they didn't even do on this one, so they like upped up the detail. Yeah, they didn't do the marker lights either, nor the door handle, nor the trim around the axe or the fenders. Which these might be different trim levels, that's why, but they could at least did the markers. Oh, this one's not even embossed on the back there. It's just a decal. Oh wow, look at that. The bubbling is all around the back of it. Come on, Matchbox. But at least it's black and it's not as noticeable as the Nissan Junior. And plus it will be like this in the case anyway once it gets in there. So it's not going to be a problem. I don't know how the interior is dusty. Really love this release. And of course the engine, oh yeah, doesn't stay open. Boom. Same as the first one. They're all the same decal print. Look at that, the fleet of Brats. I don't know, and I say this casting's underrated. You know, the first one like flew off the shelves. Probably because it's a new casting. I think they could get away with selling it for a lot of money. But then, I don't know. I didn't really find... I think I found the white one in the store, but it really wasn't a peg warmer. But this one, for some reason, was a peg warmer. There was tons of them. And that's why I'm just mad about the tailgate. Like, I mean, if it was hard to find, I wouldn't care. But, of course... You know, and well, I say that, but like... Of course, I would not want my hard-to-find model to be messed up, but, like, I'm just saying, like, if I had choices and I grabbed that one, just bad luck. Bad luck. But, like I said, it doesn't matter. Now let's get to the new models. 2019 Ford Mustang, which is a new model. Some people got confused with the mainline version, but that's a 2018, I think. That's a 17. Why do you have to be... There we go. And I think the reason that this one even exists is because people didn't like the 2018 one. So... They're like, all right, let's do a new one, but this time we'll do a moving parts one so the mainline versions don't get messed up. And I don't have the 2018 one. I might have one version of it. I don't know. I really don't care. But this one, I can already tell so much better. And they detailed the front end so much better, too. Also, I like this front splitter. You get your markers. I think those are markers. Headlights look good. Mustang badge. Got all the black trim in the front. This one, of course, we'll get to it right away. The opening doors. I think, you know, and I like to complain about the opening doors. But, like, this works a lot better than... Nah, actually, no, I can't say that because I was going to say that it works a lot better because the interior doesn't have that... Because the door cards actually come with it. But where's the logic in that? They do on... if it isn't a convertible. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. Taillights look good. GT Mustang badge on the plate. This one does get the premium decals, I should say. You can see that with the headlights. Very grainy, and they will not be removed with the Expo marker. But, like, you could remove these ones if you wanted to. Or these ones, I don't know why you would. Actually, it'd probably be cool if you removed the stripe and just had Brat on the pillar there. But the stripe is cool in its own way. There's your Mustang. Not much to say about this one. I like it, though. Well, there is something to say. I like it a lot better. It's an improvement over the 2018, and I'll probably just replace the 2018 one with the 2019 one. And it has mirrors. I do like... This one does... Okay, so the hardtop one wasn't bad. And this one matches the hardtop, which I like. They did a hardtop red with the dark multi-spoke. But I should have brought that out, and I just wasn't thinking about it. I have it. I don't know. What I did bring out was the 4-door Bronco to compare to the 2-door Bronco. This one. I absolutely love this one. I'm so glad Matchbox did it because the Hot Wheels one just isn't right. It's a nice casting, the Hot Wheels one. But it's just the base because it's lifted. That's what throws me off. I still modified my Hot Wheels one though. This looks amazing. They get these Broncos so right. I love it. I don't know about the gray grille. I think it should be black. It looks funny gray. But the headlights look good. Bronco looks good across the grille. You get your off-road rims. This nice metal flake yellow. Of course, the opening doors. Taillights look really good. And they actually... Yeah, so there is an indent in the casting there where the white is. Really good detailing. That makes it work so much better. Horse. There's your Bronco badge. Ford. Spare tires. Black, but at least it's the right tire. Which they probably will change the tires on this one. Actually, no, they did for the premium release, which I will not get because it's horrible. No, it's a cool release because they actually did paint the roof black too. But I wish it was just black and it didn't have the side decals. And I think they do the side graphics on the premium models just because they can. They have the budget to. But they don't look good. They don't look good. Use the money in different real riders, not more decals. Because if it was just black, I would really want it. But it's not. There's the Bronco. Yes, these moving parts, they're getting so good now that I'm, of course, doing videos on the entire set. Well, almost entire set. Almost as if it's a mix of main lines. But, this is the heat right here. The Fords are good. The Lancer Celeste. Oh, yeah. So I actually knew about this car before Matchbox. I saw it in a video. It was a Japanese junkyard, and the guy there was like, "Oh my gosh, what's this? I've never seen this car before." It's like, "Oh, it's a Lancer? Really? It doesn't look like a Lancer." He's like, "I didn't know the Lancer was this old." And I'm sitting there like, I didn't know either. So I did my own research on the car, and it is a really cool little car. And it's very American looking. Like, probably because of the fastback. Like, it looks like a little Mustang. And that's probably why this casting looks weird to me. This casting is perfect. But the only reason it looks weird is because it looks like it's supposed to be a Mustang. And it's just, it looks like it failed. But it's not. It's not. And I gotta get by that. This is perfect. Perfect casting. And the front looks like a Dodge, too. Which actually isn't too far off because Mitsubishi and this probably was a Dodge, too. love the mirrors on the hood. Headlights, grill. Oh, and it got the chrome bumper too. 75 Mitsubishi Celeste. Never thought I would flip over a Matchbox car and see that on the base. After learning about the Celeste, I'm probably saying it wrong. I just like how Celeste sounds. That's probably not how it's said, but I'll call it like that. The little stripe here does not help in making it look like a Mustang, because this is something like the Mach 1s would have, right? Got little ventations there. Celeste. Taillights look awesome. So crisp. The silver trim. I don't know what this white things are. Maybe reflectors. Black trim, and it goes around the headlight or the taillights too. Such a good casting. And let's take a look at that engine. Boom. Probably inline 4, right? Nothing too crazy. And this is left-hand drive. So do they sell it in America? They must have. And they must have had a Dodge version of it too. I'm sure there was. Because Mitsubishi and Dodge and Chrysler had their partnership at the time. We all know that. We know that from the Auto World models. Love this. I love this. Awesome mix. This is perfect. Perfect. And as I was saying, I think Mix 7 is the best of the year. And that one has another Lancer in it. Like 2 Lancers. Like, this is crazy. But, oh yeah, before I go, I want to park the Bronco next to the 4-door ones. And I brought up the Matchbox case too, and we can kind of run through there if you haven't seen my Instagram post, or if you don't follow me on Instagram. I can just show you this one case of Fords. Of course, they are proportioned. I mean, these are probably in scale with each other. They have to be. The front ends, I don't know, they just look different because this one's black, and I prefer the black. I don't care for the gray. Yeah, these are like identical. Like, and, you know, honestly, I wouldn't expect them to be this similar in scale. I kind of figured this one would look a little larger. And it kind of does. I don't know, the door looks bigger than that door. But also, I think that's how the real one is, because, of course, the 2-door would have a larger door because it doesn't need a 4-door. I don't know. They look good together. And this kind of, you got the primary colors now. And if I just put them in the case, I don't know where I made a spot for the 2-door. I don't know where it's supposed to go. I don't know if I made it go before or after. Actually, they're both 2021, so it can go anywhere. I'll just put it before right now. But if we take a look here, we got the tail end of Dodge. I think there's another Viper that's supposed to go there. Fiat. A couple Fiats have to go there. Bronco. Bronco is the first Ford alphabetically that is done in the Matchbox line. Actually, probably not. I probably am missing a couple. And then you, of course, got your Broncos, which I don't know if that one's supposed to go there or there. And then one of these spots is for the Ford Coupe. But the Capri, Crown Vic, which that's the emergency Crown Vic. And then on the other side I have flip taxi Crown Vics, the entire fleet. Excursion? Oh no, those are Expeditions, never mind. Explorer Sport Track, and then Econoline. Or E-Series. They call it the E-Series, but I have it alphabetically in there as the Econoline. Because that is what the E stands for in E-Series, is the Econoline. That's that. Oh, I removed the Bronco. I put it in the case. No, it's not going in there just yet. I'll probably post it on Instagram in, like, next year. Because that's how behind I am at the Instagram posting. Which is why I did the 5-packs all together. But that is it, guys. Thank you all for watching. more moving parts to come, and yeah. I probably, the next video, I could definitely do moving parts, but I probably won't, just to keep some variety. So we'll see what I do for the next video. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.